mahalocardinal. It'll be different. If it's different to VSBW, it's not going to scale the same.
Okay, well, I wasn't talking about another tiering system. I was just asking what you were doing, but okay.
Yeah.
Continue with your argument.
So because a mahalocardinal would scale to boundless, and a Berkeley cardinal would be a bigger cardinal than a mahalocardinal.
Mm-hmm.
And in the video I sent, obviously I'm not using the argument from the video, but if you, someone sent it before, and Nemesis did. Within the thing, it says the first multiverse is equal to a Berkeley cardinal in size. But like, there's a thing on the video. You don't need to listen to it, but you can like skip through for the scans. The absolute, which is just Orin, would scale above the first layout of the cosmology, which would include a Berkeley cardinal. So Orin would be above a Berkeley cardinal, which would be above a mahalocardinal, which would be boundless.
Okay. So I have a couple problems with this. Okay, so you could draw a general principle to the evidence you have available, but the problem with like your sort of inference-based reasoning demonstrates that doesn't really make sure the conclusion is true. So basically, the general principle that you derive could just be true under the limited frame of analysis that you're conducting it under. So epistemologically, you can't make this inference beyond your scope of analysis. So knowing that the, inference doesn't necessarily pinpoint the truth value of the conclusion, then that would just mean that it wouldn't be completely verifiable. And since the truth value of your conclusion isn't verifiable, then you can't assert it to follow.
Okay, can you simplify it down again?
I'm just invalidating your ability to make inferences.
Okay. So you're saying because, let's say I have limited scope of reason, that I can't reason that my conclusion is true?
Yeah.
Okay, you have limited scope of reason as well, so you can't reason.
Well, I already specified with my my framework on which I'm drawing conclusions, just under my frame of analysis.
Mm-hmm. So how do you know that I can't draw my conclusion from my premise?
How do you know that you can't draw your conclusion in from your premise? It's because I'm invalidating the ability to draw the conclusion, which is the inference-based reasoning.
But I already drew the conclusion, so obviously I have the ability to do so.
Well, you have the ability to validate with the words that's coming out of your mouth. That's a whole other thing. I can say blue, blue, blah, blah. It doesn't mean that's like a valid fucking inference.
Okay, but I'm using the English language, which has definitions. Blue, blue, blah, blah doesn't. So it just
Okay, that
doesn't
doesn't matter then. It was just an
It
example
does.
to pinpoint. Just because I say something doesn't mean that that has some grounds in like the debate. So if you make some sort of argument, right? Let's say I debunk this the basis for let's say I debunk the basis for like all debates, which is like phenomenal conservatism, right? It's like seemings are a valid form of justification.
Okay, can you
right?
stop with the jargon?
Hold on. So let's say I invalidate that, right? And then you already attempted to use some sort of seemings to justify some sort of conclusion and stuff like that. That, even though you already did it, right, prior to my invalidating of the inference-based reasoning, it's still going to like invalidate it regardless. It doesn't need to be before, it doesn't need to be after. So you would have to justify why the inferences in this case are going to be like valid, right? Because you gave the specification in your premise, right, that you're trying to prove something is the case, right? You didn't say, right, that you're going to prove if it's likely, right? So I'm invalidating your ability to prove some infallible truth.
Okay. Bro. And do you want to, again, dumb that down without
Holy
all
shit.
the, jargon?
It's
like
not jargon.
It's
not jargon. I think a lot of people would understand.
A lot of people in this specific field wouldn't understand, but that's what jargon is. So I'm asking you to say that in layman terms.
You just presuppose jargon in defining why it's jargon, but sure.
No, I defined what jargon is.
What are you confused about what I said?
I just want you to repeat what you said in layman terms.
In layman terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the layman terms is what I said, right? You could draw a general principle to the evidence you have available, right? But the problem with the inferences
but what does general principle mean?
Demonstrates
a regular person wouldn't understand what general principle means, would they?
Do you know what general means?
I know what general means.
Do you know what principle means?
Okay. The principle, no.
principle is just like some rule or some shit, right? So when I say you could draw a
Okay.
general principle to the evidence you have
You could dumb that
available,
down to a majority rule, right? So that's what I'm telling you to do. It's like
a
fractions, right? You're told
majority
to
rule.
simplify them. Yeah. So do you know what fractions are, right? You can simplify them from 10 to 100 or 10 over 100. You can simplify that down to 1 over 10, right? That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking you
but
to do. You use
that's
the
not
10 over
the
100.
same thing because when you're
It is.
simplifying
You
something,
can simplify. You can simplify the words you're saying. You can, and that's what I'm
I
telling you to do.
can, but what the words I'm already saying is already simplified because they're not jargon. So, like, if you
Yeah,
don't
I'm saying you
understand
can
basic,
simplify them.
if you don't
Okay, they are
understand,
jargon, and you can simplify them even more,
if
which
you
is what I'm
don't
telling you.
understand, if you don't understand my argument, that's not my fault. It's not me to. It's not my obligation, right, to sit
It
here all
is
day and
what
coach
a
you
debate is
on what
for.
every little word in what I said like means. It's not my job.
You what? That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to convince me of your argument. That's
I don't think.
exactly.
Wait,
That's
wait,
what a
wait.
debate is.
It's not my job to convince you of my argument.
It is.
It's literally you making the argument and me to demonstrate why your position is invalid. Whether you're convinced or not, it has no grounds on like anything. You don't
You
have to
have
be
to
convinced.
convince me.
You
You
can
have
be
to
completely
convince the
delusional
judge. You
over
have
it.
to convince the spectators.
Yeah, but
That's
I don't
all
have to
it is.
convince. I don't have to convince you though.
Okay, so
And
can you
I'm
name
not
me
looking.
one
I'm not
person?
looking to convince the average person who might not be able to understand my argument. I'm looking to basically convince somebody who
I'm
can
telling you to do.
understand
I'm
my
telling you
argument.
to
Somebody who's
say
competent.
layman terms of what the average person would understand, and just repeat your argument with that. Because I'm an average person. I'm not super
Okay.
smart. I don't study any of the fields you're talking about, so I don't know the jargon you're using.
Okay. So here, I'll do it for you because I'll be nice. So let's say, so the way that you're, I guess, postulating your inferences, right? It's
Again,
using,
that's jargon. I want you to say it in layman terms. I'm not jargon again.
bro. I can't do anything if you don't understand like anything I'm saying. Like holy shit.
I mean, you can speak normally.
But I'm
Like if you saw
speaking
someone on the
normally. This
street,
is
you would say,
literally in
"Hello,
my
how are you doing?"
vernacular. Like
Why not just define what you're saying so that way there's
I
no
mean, like according to that tier list, I mean, Goku Black, you should be explaining shit to him since you're so
yes,
much above us.
exactly, bro. Like I'm lower than Goku Black on the tier list, bro. Like, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be understanding it. Matter of fact, bitch, you're not the average person. I'm the civilian here.
Oh wait. Maki,
What?
by your logic,
what?
yo, Maki,
Where's the civilian?
guys, yes. By your
Yeah, I
logic,
don't know
Maki,
who's talking, but I don't give a fuck. I'm
oh
talking to
yeah,
Goku.
by your logic, that means I'm above you, since I basically acknowledged with you.
All right, calm down,
You
Nemesis.
know,
Nemesis, I beat the fuck out
no,
of
you
you. What
didn't.
the
No, you
fuck are
didn't.
you
No, you
talking
didn't.
about?
I beat you
Bro,
in Blue
You can
Marvel.
bitch,
talk
Before
about
y'all
this
said
bitch,
later.
that
you
y'all said I
lost
was
to Blue
jargon. You know,
Marvel. You
Nemesis,
lost to
and
Blue.
then
Nemesis, you
and
can
Bro,
then
talk
you
about
say
bro,
this
I was
later.
dude,
chatting like Chat
this
GPT.
nigga Nemesis
And then
lost to Blue Marvel.
and then
Holy
we lost
Maki,
shit,
Blue
this
Marvel.
Wait,
nigga beat me
are
in
you
my
being
Matter
server.
of fact,
dead ass?
Makima, we can debate right now if you really
Bro,
want.
he
I'll try to
literally
end
No,
lost to
not right
Blue
now. Do it
Marvel in
after
my
me.
server.
I'll run any
Wait,
topic. Actually,
wait,
something
wait,
besides
Nemesis,
argument.
Nemesis, wait until I'm done. Nemesis, wait until I'm
I
done.
can whoop that ass
Nemesis,
after this.
chill
Wait,
out. Yo,
That's
hold
yo,
on.
so
Maki, just
that's fine. That's
chill.
fine.
Calm
Nemesis,
yourself.
wait until I'm done.
Just wait till he finishes the debate. Damn.
Holy shit.
Slash, bro, why is your mic so ass, bro?
Is it
It's
really
not an
that
Android.
bad?
Yeah, you got an Android, bro.
Hold on, let me fix it. And I don't got an Android. Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's why I hate
Hey,
debating in Goon servers. Anyways.
Yo, does that sound? Do I?
Mm-hmm. So, like I
doesn't.
said, you're like the PhD scientist here. I'm like the civilian who doesn't study, bro. I need you
Wait,
to
why are you
explain
trying to
these
flip
in
the
layman terms.
narrative? Wait. Why are you trying to flip the narrative? Like, almost all of these niggas like had me below you, so you guys should just be okay with me using what type of terminology because you're the paid PhD. I'm the fucking civilian. I'm the casual, right? So just
Look,
keep
I mean, I don't have mind
on
control, so I don't know
my
what these.
argument.
I don't have mind control. I can't control where they put this person. So I
Well,
just want you.
you can control where you
Oh,
put yourself, but you put yourself above me.
yeah.
Yeah.
From the last
So
time I saw
you're
you,
yeah. So you should like
since you like blocked me
stick.
like 6 months ago, I couldn't really draw an inference from where you're at currently, right?
Ironic, but yeah.
Yeah. So you're the PhD scientist, right? Because you've like
Well,
improved so much, right? You would agree you've improved so much in the last 6 months, right?
no, I would have handed you an ass whooping back then, but I have improved, sure.
Okay, so you've improved. Now you're the PhD scientist. Let's say I'm the PhD scientist, but
Wait.
you've got a
Why
PhD. You're Bruce Banner.
why does me improving as a debater suffice to claim that I'm now a PhD scientist?
It's the analogy. The analogy is the PhD scientist. It could
Okay,
be
what is that supposed to like represent in here? Because like you're just saying I'm
better
improving.
debater, apparently, or more knowledgeable person.
So let me ask you this: have you improved, or are you going to be dishonest and just say that you haven't improved?
No, I haven't improved at all. I'm
So
going to be 100%.
Intuition and pattern recognition is refined with experience. So even if you didn't train in like an actual like debate or study more topic, your pattern recognition or your intuition is already refined due to you having
No,
more
like, I
experience than
didn't
you find
debate at
yourself.
all. In the last 6
And
months, I just didn't debate.
you don't need to.
Yeah, okay, so I haven't been on Discord much. So if I was
You
on
don't even
Discord,
need
I
to be
wasn't
on
debating.
Discord.
Yeah, but
Intuition's
you're saying,
refined with experience. So
yeah,
like
so I didn't get more experience since last time. That's what I'm saying.
No, like I'm talking about experience in the world. Intuition, meaning your pattern recognition, meaning the thing that you use to subconsciously, I guess,
I don't know about
navigate
you,
throughout the
but
day,
I don't know about you, but I
is
don't go
something
through a
that is
repetitive
refined
exercise.
through more experience. So even if you're not on Discord, right, or you're not debating or studying more philosophy, the fact that you have more experience than your prior self means that your intuition is going to increase until that your intuition is more refined than your previous self.
My
So that means
intuition
your
is more
pattern
refined,
recognition
but it
is
won't be
going to be
more
higher.
refined in terms of debating at all. So I'm asking you,
Okay. No, yes,
if
it would.
I was a PhD scientist back then, now you're the 8th PhD Bruce Banner from Marvel. So I want you to explain to me.
Okay,
Explain.
so you're
Layman
now
terms.
you're still presupposing the thing that I just refuted. So by your own admission, if you improve, then that would just entail that you're just a PhD scientist. So I guess we're both PhD scientists.
Yeah, that's what I've just said. But you're the 8th PhD scientist. I'm the 1 PhD scientist. So you need to speak. Let's say, imagine you're like a god, and I'm like an ant on the side of the road. I just need you to explain to me. Imagine I'm like
Well,
an
while
inferior
while
being,
while
right? I just need
while
you
that
to.
dynamic while that dynamic between us may be true, you don't believe that.
Yeah, but I need you to explain to me like that's the
Okay, you
dynamic.
just conceded that you don't believe that. You just said you don't believe that, so you can't even entail
Yes,
that
and
sort of
I'm
dynamic between
okay.
the two of us.
I don't need to
So I
believe it. I'm
don't have
saying
to give it. I don't even have to give
you
an
need to
explanation
imagine
now.
it's true. You need to imagine it's true, and then explain to me in layman terms what you're saying.
Wait. I'm not gonna
He's
just
just
imagine
getting.
something's true just
I'm
for the
so
sake of wanting to
lost.
believe it.
Makima,
Makima,
is he
I
just?
know you want to sound super smart and stuff, but just explain like I'm a normal guy on the side of the street.
No, but like Quay was right. Like you had yourself above me on the tier list. You said if I improve, right, then I'm a PhD scientist. I just demonstrated why you have improved even without debating, right? So we're both PhD
Yeah.
scientists.
Okay, and I already said I've improved my intuition, but not in the sense of a debating standard.
Intuition applies across the board. It's just literally pattern recognition. The more sufficient, the more the
I
more
can recognize patterns, but when it comes to debating, I can't recognize new patterns. Because you need to get better at debating for that, which I just have.
no. And when your intuition recognizes patterns, it recognizes more patterns, right, in different kinds. It allows you to identify those. So when I say your pattern recognition is improved,
Mhm.
that just means your ability to recognize the patterns have also improved. So, right, if you see a pattern, right, then your
So
pattern
it's
recognition or
still
your
okay. So
intuition.
I could recognize the patterns at the same level that I was 6 months ago. That's fine.
No, because I'm saying that through you gaining more experience, that is
In
furthering
what?
your intuition, right,
What
in
have I
pattern
gained more experience
recognition,
in? What have I gained more experience in?
um, throughout life, probably contemplating previous debates you've had.
I
You have the
don't
experience of
contemplate debates. If
hold on.
the
You
debate has
also
already happened, then why do I need to contemplate on it?
there's many reasons for why you can contemplate it. Maybe you thought you got slammed. Maybe you wanted to make a new argument. There's a lot of different ways to contemplate it. I don't believe that you're that you're just saying, oh, Like, I don't contemplate any debates after they happen. That's bullshit. Because when I met you, you always contemplated a shit ton of debates, whether you thought someone was being stupid or like you wanted to
Yeah,
learn
that's all
something.
about people. But like, I don't. If like it's other people, let's say New Moon debated, and New Moon said Goku is 5D. I'm not going to contemplate Goku being 5D.
Well, you're
Like,
not gonna
I used to be
contemplate
a
it because that's
fictional
gonna be
debater.
something.
Now I've
That's
changed
gonna be something.
to an arrow.
You're not gonna contemplate something like that because that's rather a basic concept. But when you're engaging in your own debates, right, you're
So
likely
like
to contemplate
Spotify,
it
yeah.
later.
The only person I've saw debate in the last 6 months is Spotify. Spotify, I'm not going to say he's a super smart individual, but he's dumb as fuck, right? So I'm not going to contemplate any of his debates at all.
Okay. So due to your prior
I'm not
experience,
contemplating
you
any
were
debates.
wait, hold on. So due to your prior experience as a debater, right, that was able to refine your intuition, right, to the extent where you can recognize that Plotify was being retarded.
Okay, yeah. My prior experience is my same experience that I have now, which is what I've been saying the entire time.
Have you ever heard the term that with age comes wisdom? The fact that you're older than yourself means that you're
6
more
months
wise,
doesn't bring
meaning that
more
you can
You
understand things with
Goku
your
Black, bro. Why you
intuition.
also working on
Wisdom, okay, wisdom, more age comes wisdom. That's from like a 40-year-old to a 70-year-old. That's not like a 6 month
No, not
span.
necessarily. You're literally, bro, what? You're
If
saying in
I
the
went
span of
out,
6 months?
let's say I
Wait,
went
wait,
to
wait.
Ukraine and went to war and came back, then sure, I've gained a lot of experience and a lot of wisdom, but I just haven't done that.
Bro, do you stay inside all day? If you say that you stay
No,
inside all day, I'll be
no,
fine.
I
I'll
don't
be
stay inside.
okay.
I
Yeah,
go
but
to
okay.
college, I do
Yeah,
other stuff, but like
you
we
go
don't
to
need to talk
college,
about that.
so you're
In
learning.
the
You're
same,
learning in school. Wait, you're learning in school, and school is literally right
that has
refined
nothing to do with
intuition.
debating. Yeah.
No, yes, it does. Knowledge does have something to do with debating. If you have more
Okay.
knowledge,
The,
it's easier
the
for
stuff
your
the
ability to
stuff I
debate.
study in college has nothing to do with what I debate with.
That's not true because it refines your intuition via giving you, making you solve problems, right? And that's just pattern recognition once again.
Okay, if I could solve the problem of 1 plus 1, does that mean I could solve the problem of x equals 7 plus 2 plus 7?
Not necessarily. I didn't say that,
Exactly, that's what
but
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying that.
A
Wait.
different problem.
The whole point is that your intuition, whether it was significant or little, it has improved. So via your logic, if you
Okay,
have
so
improved in any sense, right, then you're a PhD
MK,
scientist just like me. Okay.
MK, MK, do you think that if I study English for 4 years, that I'll get better at maths as well in them 4 years without studying it at all?
Depends. You could, yeah. I think you would, but to what
Exactly, it
extent is
depends.
to what extent is in question. I do think you will improve because
I don't,
studying English improves a lot of memory, like your working memory. That allows you, right? That also refines your
Okay, so
intuition
different
through
stuff. Yeah,
being
I,
able
I
to
can
remember
agree.
more
If you
patterns.
study, you'll get better at studying. But I'm not studying in these 6 months, am I? I'm not getting better at
No,
this pattern recognition that you're on about.
well, that's not true. That's not true. You're going to college, you're getting more information, right? So,
Information
like
about
I'm
stuff
saying,
that has nothing to do with debating Maki
it
matters.
doesn't matter. What does have to do with
It does.
debating is you being able to recognize patterns via your intuition. So, if your intuition is refined to a greater extent, no matter what it is, it's going to be able to recognize more patterns across the board. Why do you think a baby doesn't have the intuition of an adult, or a baby
Why?
dog doesn't have the intuition
Wait,
of a mother
a
dog?
baby doesn't
Because
have the
through
same intuition
experience,
as an adult because the
yeah,
brain isn't
yeah,
developed.
yeah,
A child,
and through experience
that's
refines your
no, that's
ability
through
to
the human
understand
growing.
things.
That's not through experience. I could sit and do nothing for the first 16 years of my life. My brain is going to get more refined because that's how the body works.
Your brain's gonna get more refined
Oh, it's going to grow. Yes. Because
through the
that's what
6 months.
puberty is.
Your
That's what,
brain. So you
like,
said,
your
wait, how
body
old?
grows, right? Your
Okay, so
body
your body
grows.
grows. Okay, so you did improve.
Until 25. Until 25,
But
that's when your
okay,
brain.
you're not 25, and I know you're not. So
I
you just
know.
improved. You just admitted
I'm
that you improved.
62, bro. I'm 62 for real, for real.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. So you improved. Your brain grew.
No, okay. No, it
Yeah,
didn't.
wait. Your brain didn't grow.
Nah.
Okay, well you just conceded. You just like
I'm
literally
28.
you're proven to be
No,
dishonest.
How am I conceding and proven to be dishonest? I'm saying I'm 27, so my brain is growing.
Because you literally said that your brain has grown over the 6 months, and then I just asked, so your brain hasn't grown, and you're like, yeah. So you just
No, I
contradicted
said I've
yourself
gained
and you're
new
proven to be
information
dishonest.
on different stuff. It doesn't mean it's grown. Like, cause I'm 27, remember? So I can't really.
You're not 27. Prove you're 27. Go.
I mean, is there anyone more reliable to me than me?
Yeah, but the mind is inaccessible to any other party, so you can't verify its contents.
Bro, this hedging is so retarded. What the fuck?
I'm saying, Makima, I'm saying I am 27, and the reason I'm 27 is because I've lived 27 years and I've experienced 27 years.
Okay, that's begging the question, faggot. What's in question is whether you've lived 27 years.
Oh, there's no need to be homophobic, bro.
Makima getting a little hissy fit.
Yeah,
Yo,
come on, man.
can you
There's no need to be homophobic, man.
like, please, like,
I
zip
mean,
it
I'm
up when you're done.
homophobic and racist.
I'm just saying, man. I'm
Zip it up when
27
you're done.
years old.
Man.
My brain hasn't grown.
Okay, I'll just dismiss your claim because you're just like literally like circling back to what's already in question. So you're not 27.
You did that 5 times.
Can you prove I'm not 27?
You haven't sufficed the claim. So it'll just start off as
Okay.
False. That's how it is in the debate.
Okay. But I have proven I'm 27.
What's the proof?
What's my proof? Did you forget it already?
I didn't forget anything.
Are you sure? Can you remember it? Because I gave the proof.
No, you didn't. And we have multiple vouchers in here that you didn't give proof. So if you're gonna try the dementia argument because you're getting your ass beat, if you're gonna try the dementia argument because you're getting your ass beat,
What?
Didn't I give my proof on why I was 27?
Dick right facts, I'll ban you from a GT.
I mean, you gave your reason.
I already yeah, you did give your reasoning. I just dismissed it.
The reasoning, hold on, the reasoning equals evidence. That's what Goku Black's gonna argue from what I see.
No, I'm not. MK.
Yeah, he just say reasoning equals evidence.
You gave your
If you just
reasoning.
do an appeal to force.
Wait. So you did give your reasoning, but your reasoning was circular, so I just dismissed it being fallacious.
No, I give evidence as well.
You can say reasoning is evidence, but if the evidence is faulty, just like the prior specification that you gave in the beginning of the debate,
I know that, but I gave my evidence. I sent my passport.
It's not going to suffice.
I sent my passport in the chat and then deleted it once you said like you saw it.
You said what?
I sent my passport in the chat and then you once you said you saw it, I deleted it.
Okay, well then the whole point of the debate is for you to show evidence for me to attack, right? So if you show evidence, the whole point of you showing it is so I can address it and attack it. You never even said
you said you saw it, so you
sent the passport or not. Yo, I think it's funny. This nigga is trying to go to the dementia argument because he's getting beat the fuck up.
The dementia argument because I just don't give a shit, and you're just using jargon to get to prove you're better.
You're just saying jargon just because you're like below average.
Could you not tell?
You can't understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. Doesn't mean that it's jargon.
No, jargon is specific stuff. If not specific, just specific stuff. But let's say you study astrophysics and you use jargon, which refers to specific astrophysics stuff, like only stuff astrophysicists would know, or only stuff debaters would know, or only stuff engineers would know.
I don't think there are terms.
I'm telling you to speak in layman's terms.
I don't think there are terms. Wait, via that definition, I don't think there are any terms that are only fucking are known by engineers. Like, what?
Do you know what quarks are?
You said forks?
Quarks.
No, quarks.
Quarks.
Do you know what they are? Like, just off the top of your head, do you know what they are?
Wait, spell that out. Like, forks, like F-O-R-K?
No, I'm not spelling it out, because I've just said what it was. I'm not spelling it out because you could search it up on Google. Quarks.
You're not spelling it out because you can search it up on Google. Okay, yes. Whatever.
Quarks. Do you know what they are? Yes or no?
You said quarks. Do I know what they are? No, I don't.
Okay, exactly. That's a specific thing.
Wait. Just because I don't know what that means, just because you give an example of jargon, doesn't prove that the words that I specifically use are jargon.
They are, because I didn't know what they mean, because I don't study debate
Wait,
or whatever the fuck you
bro,
use.
just because you specifically don't know what they mean doesn't mean that the average person doesn't know what it means. You can just be
W
some below
strong.
average
I'm an average
who
person.
dropped out of high school.
I didn't drop out. I fucking graduated a year ago. What are you on about?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna ask you to prove that
You
because that'd be
already
mean.
know this. I've told you so many times in the Majitsu VCs at 2:00 in the morning when we were talking.
Okay. Studies show that you forget most of the things that you learn in school anyways. So even if you learned it, it's not like you would remember it.
So
Most
I
likely
learned
you
about
remember.
different stuff to do with Discord debating in school.
What happened?
So I learned about Discord debating in school.
Discord debating? No, but you likely learned about the words that I'm using inside of this Discord debate.
I didn't
Likely.
learn,
W a
like,
pin possibility.
Like general principle, evidence, induction, abduction, deduction. I didn't bring those up.
I could ring my
Inferencing.
friend. I could ring my friend right now, ask him if he knows whatever you said was true, and if
I,
he says
I
no,
don't care.
it's
I
just
don't
more
care
likely
about
that.
your, I don't care about anecdotes.
Okay, but it just makes my proposition more truthful.
No, not a big enough data set.
Okay, so what? Okay, so again with the jargon, that is jargon.
Bro,
Why would
a
I know
data
what a
set?
data set
Okay,
is?
bro.
Define what a
Data
data set is.
set. A data set.
Okay, so just rephrasing it just doesn't define it. I want you to define it.
Bro, so do you know what data means?
Data, no.
You don't know what data is.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Like
it's
I said
It's
before, I'm 27
information.
months young.
Bro,
I'm
do you want me to
27
explain
months
or not?
old.
Are you just gonna cut me off? You're circling back to the fucking argument that I already refuted.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm just 27 months year old, bro. Like I've said before, bro. Like you just gotta explain everything, bro.
I mean, I
Bro,
can continue,
actually
I can continue to like explain. I can like my positions already suffice via the fact that it's primo facie justified and you haven't provided any sort of defeated to it. So you can keep asking me what this means, what that means. That doesn't mean that my claim is suddenly defeated just because you attempt to call in the words that I'm using into question. Well, actually, you're not even calling into question. You're more just ignorant to what they mean.
I can be ignorant and then call them into question.
Okay,
Because
so
like I said before, I'm like
you're
I'm like 2.7 months year old, bro.
prove
You
that.
gotta define all these shit, bro.
You can prove that.
What? I can prove I'm 2.7 years months year old, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I'm giving you permission to prove that. Go.
Sorry, Papa, I didn't know you wanted proof. I don't have any proof right now.
Yo, this is sad, bro. This is where you niggas put above me. Holy shit, bro. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean, if you couldn't tell, like I've been trolling this entire time.
Well, yeah, you had to troll because you just couldn't comprehend my fucking stance. Like,
No, I had to troll because like I just couldn't be bothered to debate.
yeah, you couldn't be bothered to debate because you were getting fucking like violated.
No,
But
like from the very start.
no,
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine.
I
It's
could be
fine.
debating
Machina.
Nemesis right now, and
What
I
do you
would
mean?
troll.
You gave your whole scaling, and I just invalidated the inferences that you used
No,
to question.
I got tagged in a channel and I copied and pasted what was said in the scans in it.
Okay, so what does that
And
mean
then I
that you're
copied and
telling?
pasted a link. And then I copy and pasted a
You're
link
giving
to
the
a random
argument.
shit I said show.
You sent scans and you gave argument for Orin, which is literally a
No.
character specifically for comic tutor that's supposed to be balanced. So, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Like I
I'll
mean,
let
if I was actually trying, I would have just used my scale. But like again, I was using this because like my scale goes in depth,
yeah,
and this is just
I
like
I really
copy
like
and
it
paste
though. Like
links.
I like when people like get really badly beaten and then they're just like, oh, I was trolling, bro. I'm not taking this serious.
Makina,
Yeah.
bro. I got really badly beaten. I got really badly beaten, man. You can like invite me to Majutsu now, right?
What happened?
I got really
No,
badly beaten,
I
right?
don't.
Can you
No,
just
no, I
invite me
don't.
to Majutsu again? Yeah, man. You're so superior to me. Can you like invite me though?
Yeah, no, I don't. No. You're good.
Why
Bro.
though? Because like I don't remember why I was banned. Actually, can you actually tell me? Like serious,
Yeah,
100%.
because you literally were stealing